There is a sound we all recognize even before we know what the word sound means. It is a rhythmic thump thump. Steady and secure. It is a mother's heart, heard from the inside. They say the first bond isn't written with words, it is woven with heartbeats. Sometimes we forget that Mom was also once a little girl with braids and dreams of her own. But one day, those dreams expanded to include us. A mother's love is translated into a language that uses no dictionaries. It is translated into the look that knows something is wrong, even before we understand it ourselves. It is translated into the food that tastes better because it has that certain something no one else can replicate. It is translated into the sacrifice of sleep and the infinite patience of repeating the same lesson 1,000 times over. How many times did we see you exhausted, yet you still found the strength to smile? How many times were your hands, perhaps worn by time, the only refuge where fear disappeared? The world can be a cold place, but a mother's embrace is the only place where it is always spring. Today, we don't want to talk about mother as an idealized concept from books, but about you. About the woman who set aside her coffee to soothe a cry. The woman who became an expert in medicine, psychology, and logistics without ever attending an academy, simply because love granted her the title of guardian. Being a mother is an act of silent bravery. It is deciding that, from one exact moment on, your heart will walk outside your body, exposed to the world inside someone else's chest. It hasn't all been a bed of roses. Motherhood is also about learning to let go. It is watching us fall and resisting the urge to pick us up immediately so that we may learn to walk on our own. It is crying in silence so that we do not lose hope. Thank you, Mom, for the times you were our shield, for the times you said yes when the world told us no. Your strength is not that of a giant, it is that of a root, deep, firm, and capable of holding up an entire tree even in the middle of the strongest hurricane. Today we look back and understand that every scolding was a map, every piece of advice a compass, and every silence a prayer for our well-being. You are not perfect, and that is the most beautiful part. You are human, real, and brave. And in that humanity, we find our greatest inspiration. Time is a silent thief, but there are things it cannot touch. It cannot touch the gratitude we feel today. If we could give you back 1 second for every sleepless night, you would live forever. But since time only moves forward, our way of honoring you is by being good men and women, carrying your light in our own eyes. Today we celebrate your life, not just for being a mother, but for being the incredible woman behind the title, for your laughter, your quirks, and your unwavering faith in us, even when we doubted ourselves. This video is a small fragment of a story that never ends. Thank you for giving us life, but above all, thank you for teaching us how to live it with love. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Today, tomorrow, and always, you are our home.